Been looking forward to this all morning, Prairie Wife. We knew we had a guest coming in. You do the honors, ma'am.
Okay, this is Miss Katie Boulter. She has an online boutique, All Four Seasons Boutique and Doc. She has worked with Host Ukraine and hosted Orphans not once, but twice. And Miss Katie, you are getting ready to host again this summer, right?
Yes, we're excited, nervous, but excited.
I love your honesty. And honestly, I'm going to be giving you the third degree here. I'm going to be asking you all the questions I know our listeners have about hosting because you do have experience. Now, the first time you hosted, you did a sibling group, a brother and sister. And the second time it was just one child, a boy, correct?
Correct.
And then you are bringing all three of them together this summer.
Yes, we are. It will be good.
I think it will be. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
We're going to be. That's what we keep telling ourselves.
She's not said the same thing about my wardrobe, so there's that.
Right. So the purpose of Host Ukraine is you bring kiddos over from the Ukraine that are orphans, that are available for adoption. You welcome them into your home, and you have them anywhere between, is it 4 and 8 weeks, depending on what time of year?
Correct. So winter hosting is 4 weeks, and summer hosting is 10 weeks.
Is 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. So I was completely wrong with that second number. Thank you. So talk to me a little bit. Why do you do this?
So my husband and I both just knew we've been blessed beyond measure, and we just feel like we have wanted to give back. And everybody's version of giving back might be a little bit different, and this is just what works for us and for our family. And it's been an amazing experience for us.
So I'm going to ask you what every single person asks me when I talk about Host Ukraine, whether it's on air, off air, writing articles about it. Isn't it cruel to bring these kids into your family, to show them the good life, and then to send them back to an orphanage?
It definitely seems like that, but statistically speaking, even one caring adult in a child's life can change the trajectory of their future. Mm-hmm. And that is how we look at this, that they're coming to a safe place. They're coming to a home where there's love, there's food, there's shelter, there's security. And if that's something that we can offer and something that we can do to help change their life, then we will absolutely do that.
I absolutely love that. You kind of talked a little bit about how you guys see it as mentoring, and rather than having one caring adult, these kiddos are coming to a caring family, a whole group that is there showing, hey, we want you here. We want you to be a part of what we're doing. So what difference have you seen in these children from that first week to the end?
That's probably one of the best parts of hosting is seeing the change in these kids to come from very, very closed off. They have lots of walls built up. They've been hurt over and over again, and to see them as the weeks progress open up and talk about their life and the struggles that they've had, and to see them show affection because that's something that they don't typically do. And you do see that change in them, and it really is amazing.
Now, we talked a little bit off air about how access and connection to them is a little bit spotty because you don't know if they're going to be allowed to have a phone that you may or may not give them once they're there and things like that. So you said they don't even know that they're coming yet this summer again, correct?
Yeah, we're not entirely sure. We think the kiddo that we had over winter knows, but we're not sure the sibling set knows. And we just hope they're excited. We hope they're happy to come back and see us. And we have spoke with them briefly, and we definitely saw some emotion in them during those times when we spoke with them briefly about expressing that they loved us. And that was something that even going months that they could still feel and knew that we were still a safe place for them.
I love that right there. They have a safe place. They have people that they know care about them. So it does cost to host the orphans. First of all, you want to get them items when they're here that they can take back with them. There are scholarships that are available, grants that are available. Sometimes, people do GoFundMes to help out with that. If there's someone that's listening to this that is kind of on the fence, do you have something that you want to just leave them with to think about?
I would say if you're interested in this, there's a way to make it happen, and you will find a way to make it happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. It may not be easy, but you can do that. There's so many fundraisers. We have such a great community here in Casper. And with Sarah Larson, who is our backbone of this here in town, she has so many great ideas of fundraisers and different things to make that money too, and is so helpful with all of that. And so I would say just reach out to people. It might be scary, and it is scary to do that. I know that, but there we have a great community who is willing to support and help.
I love that, Katie. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer some questions that our listeners might have had, to share your story. And I believe that we'll have you back this summer with your kiddos so our listeners can kind of hear a little bit full circle the story and how you're doing. Listeners, you can find out more information about Host Ukraine through the My Country mobile app on our Facebook page. And even if you don't think this is for you, we would love it if you would spread the word, because you never know whose heart you might touch. Katie, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Yep, you and your husband are heroes. Just know that.
Absolutely.
You're heroes, high fives to you. Thank you, guys. Seriously, as Prairie Wife said, all the details about how you could do this, if you think you might be a possible family host, through the My Country 95.5 mobile app.